Oh, wow. 8K IBIS.
11:13 in the PM to give you this development announcement about the Canon EOS R5. This changes everything.
Just yesterday, Canon confirmed that the long-rumored EOS R5 is a real camera and it should be coming to our hands sometime this summer. I have been waiting for this camera for years. Literally, I ask anybody, Jared Polin, Peter McKinnon, anyone will agree with you. If the stats that they released are true, this is a game changer.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Ian Schultz. Thank you for joining me today. And we're going to be talking about the new Canon EOS R5. And I'm going to do a little comparison between the EOS R5 and the A7S3. And there's a little bit of rumors going around with the A7S3, and I watched a video of I'll actually show the video here.
Ask question is, where is the Sony A7S3? Everybody is waiting for this camera.
S is very important for Sony. It's a unique camera in the industry. When we create the next generation, we have to not just fulfill the customer's demand, but also we need to go beyond their expectations. So for a time frame, it may require longer than you probably imagine.
Is this because you had something in mind and some competitors already presented something and you wanted to actually bypass them and went back to the drawing board, or this is just you have your own path, you know what to put there and it just takes time to implement?
We are only focusing on our customers. So we want to go beyond their expectation. That's all I can say.
So as you said, it will take time to see the next generation.
Yes.
That is some pretty crazy stuff. But Peter McKinnon's video of him at that warehouse or whatever they were there at the headquarters, that wasn't even right. It wasn't. That was like totally wrong. I messaged, I left a comment on Peter McKinnon's thing. I was like, bro, that was such a cliffhanger. And I was like, but I still love you. Man, that was like, I wanted to know more about it. I really did. And as soon as I heard about this camera coming out, I was like, I know I have all Sonys, but should I switch to Canon now? But I think I'm still sticking with Sony. I still have hope for the A7S3 to come out. And once it does, I will be picking up one. Don't know if it's going to be right as it releases, but I know I will be getting one in the future. Yeah, so we're going to talk a little bit about the specs that I've been seeing about the EOS R5. They're absolutely insane. Let me get alright, so the specs say 8K 30 frames per second, 4K 120 frames. That's amazing. That's like unbelievable. And 4K at 4K at 60 frames per second, which is what to be expected. We were expecting the A7S3 to at least have that, but Canon's jumping up to 120. That's amazing. It has built-in 5G HZ Wi-Fi. Don't know what that is. 5 stops with IBIS. Ooh. 7 through 8 stops of correction with use with an image stabilization lens. So you would have almost 8 stops of stabilization. And we have 12 frames per second mechanical and 20 frames per second electronic, which is insane. And it says dual card slots. Okay, so it doesn't say SD card, it doesn't say CFast card, it doesn't say CFast Express. Well, I know it wouldn't be a CFast card, but CFast Express card. And one thing that people are liking too, scroll wheel instead of the touch bar. People, I guess, didn't like the touch bar from the Canon EOS R5. I held one. I honestly wasn't that big of a fan of an EOS R5. I mean, an EOS R. it wasn't my thing. I'm so used to holding my Sony now. I'm just like in love with how the ergonomics of a Sony feels. Like I held the A7 R4. I loved that thing. It was just, I really want a Sony A7 R4 bad, because it's just like, we want to go and travel and stuff and get crazy landscapes, and that would be amazing for landscapes, and it's super light. But those are some of the specs that were, I guess, rumored. This is Canon rumors I'm finding this about, so that is maybe entitled to change, so I guess don't hold me to it, but those were all specs that were pretty much confirmed. The launching date of it is July 2020. Man. This thing's a game changer. Like, it literally is. Like, it just set the tempo for every other camera company to follow suit. Sony's gotta beat them 120%. Like, if there's any crop with, I think they're gonna wait and see if the Canon EOS R is gonna have a crop of any kind, and if they do, they're gonna try making it somehow full frame or a little less of a crop than Canon's. And if that's so, that's just gonna be amazing. That just like completely, this camera is like blowing everything else out of the water just with the specs, and it has Canon colors, which is just, I love Canon colors. I have to say, everybody does. I think everybody loves Canon colors, but I have been falling in love with my Sony colors and everything. Sony's been doing a fantastic job with the latest color science, like ever since A7Siii up. It has been amazing. I love all of the color science. I'm like really interested to see who else is gonna be coming out with something crazy, because I know Panasonic has their S1H, which is an amazing, fantastic camera. Shoots 6K, and that's awesome. But no, Peter McKinnon got me hyped on that video he put out. He's like, full frame IBIS. I'm just like, you suck. I love you, but you suck. But yeah, and I saw that Jared Poland, he left a warning to Sony, and yeah, so we're in a creator's paradise right now. We're getting so many people. It's like all these camera companies are just fighting for the best top tier thing, and it's just like, it's great for us as creatives because it's just making our jobs easier and better and look way nicer. So, and it's at an affordable cost to us. The creators are mostly just aren't like just a one-man show. Like, they're videoing themselves, they're editing everything themselves. They're literally a one-man crew. They have to do the focusing, they have to do everything. There's no camera operators there. It's just you, and then they need the camera to do everything, because if it doesn't, there's really no point of them buying the camera. So that's why I don't buy any cinema cameras of some sort. Like, I was really looking into the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera and a Z-Cam. Like, I was looking at those two, kind of comparing them. And if you want to see my video on why Z-Cam's why it's not more popular, check the link out. But yeah, I don't know. I just, the only thing is why I don't get into those is you need like follow focusing, you need another person to be watching it. I don't have that manpower to do that. I mean, my wife helps me out as much as she can. But yeah, I don't have that. So having these cameras that can have like really good autofocusing, like the A7 III here, and just other cameras that are coming out just better and better and better, it's just making my job easier. And that's one thing I appreciate about these bigger companies, thinking about creators and all this other stuff. So I really appreciate all these big camera companies. I know Canon's been holding out a lot on us, but it seems like they're trying to make up for it with this camera. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed this cameras and coffee. But yeah, I'm interested. And tell me what you guys run. What's your favorite camera? What's your favorite camera company? And what's your favorite thing has came out in the past year or so? So, yeah. I appreciate you guys. Stay creative, stay positive. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for joining me. Peace.